This is what you got to do once you have a couple of $1,000s saved up for an initial emergency fund. Now, once you have that, this is what you have to do next, immediately. The first thing you got to do is you have to pay off debt. You have to get rid of the debt on the things that's going down in value. Now listen, if you want to keep debt on a house, a rental piece of rental property, a piece of land, some real estate that is probably appreciating in value, I'm okay with that. But when you're talking about student loans, credit cards, medical debt, a car payment, you got to pay that stuff off. And you got to pay it off as soon as possible. You can't wait around and say, you know what? That's a 2% interest. I'm going to just get rid of it. Because why do you want to get rid of debt so fast? The bad debt, the things going down in value. You want to get rid of them because the sooner you pay off this debt, the more money and the sooner you can have to put towards really investing in, say, the stock market or in a piece of real estate or something going up in value. So you get rid of the debt on things going down in value so you can now invest in things going up in value. So like, what good is it to... Put that over here. All right, so what good is it? That's even louder right there, right? What good is it to invest all of your money, but you still have a whole bunch of debt? You got credit card debt, you got a car payment, you got all these other things out here that are outstanding debts on bad debt on things going down in value. Let's say you have $50,000 in debt and you have $50,000 invested. That's a wash. That don't change your overall net worth equation. If everything hits the fan and you got $50,000 in debt, but you got $50,000 invested, you really got zero in terms of your net worth. So you got to consider and put at the forefront of what you do as soon as you get your first initial $2,000, you got to put at the forefront of you got to get rid of the debt, right? The debt's got to go. Everything except on a home or on something that's going up in value. Everything else, you got to get rid of it immediately. All the debt does is it pulls from the amount of money that you could be investing and growing. You're paying to borrow it. You're paying 3% interest, 6% interest, 10% interest. You're not only putting money towards every month something going down in value, but you're actually paying for the money that you borrowed 3 or 4 or 5 years ago to actually have whatever item you have that's depreciating, like a car, right? So you got to concentrate on the debt, and you got to concentrate on getting out of it as soon as possible. Now, here's the kicker, though. Here's the kicker. The whole time you're doing this, I suggest that you still be putting money towards your 401k match at your job. Do not stop investing at your job and getting the match in your 401k at your job while you get out of debt. Don't do that. I want you to stay in there. And if you don't have a match at your job, I suggest you still go ahead and put 3 to 5% of your gross income into your own brokerage account. Fidelity, Vanguard, Charles Schwab, Robinhood, Interactive Brokers, whatever it is, you name it, still be putting something there, 3 to 5% of your money, or getting the match at your job. Either one. Because I still want you to be in the market. Because remember, it's not about timing the market, it's time in the market. So I still want you to be getting that information, that ability to learn about the stock market. Understanding how to research, understanding how stocks work, understanding how your ETF or your funds at your job are working. And if you're getting the match at your job, make sure you know where they're investing your 401k money at your job. But you're still doing all that while you're getting out of debt as soon as possible. Bad debt. So after you have your $2,000 saved up for emergency money, right? $2,000, $2,500, $3,000, whatever you're most comfortable with, but at least $2,000, then get out of the debt. But all the while, the whole time, you're getting the match at the job. And also, if you're not getting a match at your job, because every job don't offer a match, if you're not getting that match, then make sure that you have some sort of investing at 3 to 5%, no more. Because I don't want you investing 10% of your money when you still got a whole bunch of bad debt, right? But just a little bit to keep you in the game, to keep you learning, to keep you understanding, to keep you developing habits and the discipline of putting money aside every time you get paid, or dollar cost averaging every time you get paid, right? You want to be in that habit, and you develop that habit by still investing while you're getting out of debt. Now, don't do what I did. It took 10, 20 years to pay off bad debt. I would be light years ahead of what I have if I had done it the right way, right? So after you get out of the bad debt, then you got to go ahead and build that cash reserve up. Build that emergency cash reserve higher. Put more. And some people say 3 to 4 months of your monthly expenses. I say 3 to 6 months of your needs, your monthly needs. Not your overall monthly expenses, but your monthly needs. Because this is an emergency fund that should be used in time of need. It's not an emergency fund that should be used in time when you don't have no money, but you got to get a haircut, right? Or you don't have no money, but you really want to go to that concert, right? You don't use it for that. You don't use it for the things that you don't need. You use it for your needs. And so that's why I say 3 to 6 months of your emergency needs is what you have to build up. That means you got to be doing a budget. And you got to know what your needs are. Go through your expenses, figure out what's the needs, put that on the side, that $2,000 a month or whatever, $3,000 a month, and then say, I got to get 3 to 6 months of that saved up. So if it's $2,000 of needs every single month that you have, then you multiply that by 6, and now you got $12,000 you got to save up and have in cash just in case. Now, if you have a really stable job, you're a teacher, you work for a government agency, right? You're a nurse or something that you know is going to be hard to get fired from or lose your job, then maybe you want to have 3 or 4 months of needs saved up. And if you are a person who has a sales job or a job that you're not really sure about, maybe you want to have 5 or 6 months of your needs saved up. Maybe you're a person that is really risk averse and you hate being risky and you like to have some cash. Okay, maybe you can have 7 months of your emergency fund saved up, but no more than that. Don't be having 3 years worth of cash laying around in the bank down the street getting 0.0005%. You're losing money. Anything above and beyond your emergency money at this point needs to be invested somewhere, somehow. So you got your $2,000 saved up. You're still putting towards your 401k, the match only, or 3 to 5% into a brokerage firm if your company doesn't offer a match. You have your $2,000 emergency initial money saved up. You immediately get out of debt as soon as possible, bad debt, things going down in value. Then you turn around and you say you save up 3 to 6 months of your emergency needs. That's the next one. Now, at this point, once you have all that saved up, now you come through and you say, okay, cool. Now I'm ready to invest. See, what happens to a lot of people is in them first few steps, they want to go ahead and jump into investing already. They want to go ahead and get the ball rolling. I want to go ahead and invest in Microsoft and Nvidia and all these things, these tech companies, Mag 7, but they haven't taken care of the other stuff. And I want to impress upon you more than anything else on this video that it's the other stuff that is most important to your financial foundation, your financial stability, your financial growth. It's making sure these other things that you got to do once you have $2,000 saved up are done. When those things are done, then you can get to the point where, okay, now it's time to invest my money. Now I can get funky out there and go ahead and put 10, 12, 15, 20, 25% of my money towards investing, towards the stock market, towards index funds, mutual funds, individual stocks, real estate. Now you can get really fun with it because you have no debt on anything going down in value. You got a fully funded emergency fund in case something crazy go wrong. The refrigerator go out, the stove go out, and you got 4 tires that go out. You got $4,000 you can come up with in an emergency to handle all of that. All of that's done. Now you can invest. Now, in the beginning of all this, before you had the $2,000 saved, you should have had your goals written out. You should have had your idea for learning and understanding and becoming more financially literate laid out already before you even started this process. When you was getting that $2,000 initial money together, you should be doing that. You should also be giving and helping other people with your money and with your resources and with your time and with your energy. Helping other people the whole time. Getting the match at your job the whole time. Reading, understanding, learning, and increasing your financial literacy the whole time. These are things you do whether or not you have a lot of money or you don't have a lot of money. You still read and get better and understand and develop yourself. You still give and help other people along the way. You should still be increasing your skill set along the way. The whole time. You're getting better and better at whatever you do. You're taking on a new skill. You're learning how to, do the cybersecurity. You're getting the certificate in data analysis. You're getting the PhD or the master's degree in a specific area that matters. Not just any old master's degree, but a specific master's degree that's going to lead to more income. You're getting the higher skills, the higher paying skills the whole time you're doing this. That's part of the plan, right? But remember, personal finance is personal. Everybody's journey is going to look a little bit different. Once you have that initial $2,000 saved up, these are the things that you should be doing after that. So, hey, I hope I gave you something of value on this quick video. If you did get something of value, do me a favor, smash the like button below, smash it, tap it, dance on it, whatever you want to do. Just hit that thumbs up button. Please share this video with someone who you know, who you think could use this important information. And as I always say, guys, the best person who's going to take care of that old you is the young you. Take good care of yourself and take care of other people. Until the next video, peace.